everybody, welcome to episode 4 of Brandon's Sun, Kyle Moon. I am Brandon Jones. This is Kyle Bosman, our resident Pokemon expert, who is kind enough to take the time with me and tell me what's going on. I'm playing this game, Pokemon Sun. You're playing Pokemon Moon. I'm enjoying it. I have not finished it. I have played a lot of it. Some of that I have recorded, some of that I have not.
It invites the angry comments when you call me a Pokemon expert. It invites the smug comments.
And you just hate that when other allies invite angry comments at you.
Right, like you should have known that, Bosman. Of course Growlithe needs a Firestone to evolve. Like, yeah, I get it. I know, that probably seems obvious.
But that's part of the entertainment, you know? It's you want to see, me not know what's going on going into this as much as you do, and making those silly mistakes. So I'm sorry. So somebody who, kind of plays Pokemon sometimes and knows stuff.
Yeah.
That's you?
Veteran. Can we call me a veteran?
You're a veteran.
Yeah. The guy with the goatee and the smirk that goes through the goatee.
Okay. So if you're an expert and you screw up, that's bad. That hurts.
Yeah.
Deep down. If you're a veteran and you screw up, what?
I love the veterans like an enemy
I
type.
achieved veteran just off an hour's played. It doesn't mean I retained anything. It doesn't mean...
I'm the veteran, you're the rookie. That's how it's established.
Okay, good. Hi, I'm the rookie. This is veteran Kyle Bosman.
Rising Star, I think they're called, actually. You're the Rising Star Jones.
I'm one step up from preschoolers, is basically where I'm at. So yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Sun. Kyle's playing Pokemon Moon. I captured a little bit. I've caught a lot of Pokemon since I unfortunately did not capture catching a lot of them.
That list is so long, Jones.
Yeah, it's a big list. Some of these I'm going to skip over really quick, but
okay.
I mean I didn't want to do a ton of story stuff until I got back from vacation, and thankfully I've had a couple hours to play in the last couple days to get some story progression in there. You have finished the game. You mentioned there's a lot of you've seen the credits.
Yeah.
You said there's a lot of post game stuff. Post game stuff that you're gonna be busy with for the next couple weeks, or 2017 post busy stuff. Where you're just
honestly 1 or 2 more days.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So next week, big week for Kyle Bosman with Pokemon. Jones should wrap it up.
I'm going back on Twitter is what that means. I'll finally be back on Twitter.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I tweeted a couple things at you.
Did you? Yeah. All right, well.
And I didn't know every time. I was like, oh, tweet. Oh, wait, he's not going to get that for another week. So basically what I did is I went to Florida over the vacation. I went to Yellowstone National Park. I played this game. I played Pokemon Sun in below zero weather, which amused me.
Yeah.
Where I'm just on the beach, just riding Lapras around. And meanwhile, I'm in very, very cold
Yellowstone
weather.
was below zero?
Yellowstone, right in the middle of Wyoming.
Cool.
Very cold. So it amused me playing that there, and of course I played it in Florida, which was nice. Didn't actually go to the beach in Florida, but still played it in the sunny weather in Florida. But didn't do a lot of story progression. Was just let me see if I can evolve some people, get some more special abilities, and then really build a team. Because the last couple times we fought, I'm like, what is Alan, my Butterfree, doing in there? I need to diverse this up and really look at what you had. What are the types that I keep running into actually needing that are most versatile in all the battles that I'm doing.
Cool.
But I caught a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff from Gen 1 that we can just fly through. A Fearow, Geodude, an Eevee, which I named Legion.
I'm going to make you stop there. Geodude.
Geez. Yeah.
Geodude looks cool in this game.
He's got a huge eyebrows.
Yeah. And I mean, we saw
big, tough looking guy
at the end of last week's episode.
Right. So that was when I caught him, I filled in that bottom of the rung there.
Oh, I love that Geodude. The Lowland Geodude, pretty cool.
And is there anything? Does he need a stone or something, Geodude, or an earth stone or something?
You need to trade him.
Or you trade him? That's right. Okay.
Or Graveler only evolves for trade.
Just every evolution, not just the
no. Sorry,
first one.
He'll evolve into Graveler naturally through leveling.
And then you need to get him to the top there. Okay, cool. With his badass shoulders. Goldeen, Grimer, Machop. Finally got Jean-Claude back.
I love Grimer too.
Grimer looks good. Muck looks really cool.
Okay, so you've seen Muck.
Seen Muck, yeah.
That's where he really shines.
Yeah.
I love that Muck.
Rainbow-colored Muck.
Yep.
I got a Mankey, a Psyduck, a Staryu, Tentacool, and I grabbed some that were known evolutions of things I already had, but I was like, oh, yeah, I can catch you, and then fill in that part of the Pokédex, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a Fletchinder. Didn't even name it. Just because, it's interesting, the mentality that I've had, on the break, of just I'm not even capturing, I'm just kind of running around.
You're just filling a Pokédex.
And so that was the first one they did. I'm like, I'm just filling a Pokédex, I'll probably let this go, and I'll probably let this guy fly away. And then was like, oh, wait, I probably should have named him. Got a Ledian, which is an evolution of Ledaba.
Right.
Pelipper, which is an evolution of...
Wingull.
Didn't write the name of Wingull, yeah. So I named him Scuttle, too. And a Ribombee, which is a... the little
evolution of Cutiefly.
Cutiefly, that's right.
So that's a new one. I really actually like Ribombee. What do you think that is, by the way?
What do I think Rabombi is?
Yeah.
It's a B type.
But it's
It has,
not like
B colors.
a ribbon with B?
Oh.
Rabombi.
Well, the bomb is definitely
Oh, okay. That's a cool Pokemon.
where the rig comes from. Weird.
No, hold on, Jones. I'm troubled that you named your Wingull and Pelipper both Scuttle.
Yeah, because I'll ditch like the lower ones.
You can't. What?
I would only name it something different if I forgot what the original name was. Like, what did I name it?
You're being such a Gary right now. You can't just do that, Jones. You're gonna throw him away. You're like, okay, you go now, little Scuttle.
Well,
I got you in the Pokédex. I don't need you anymore.
Well, one of the other things too is like I can't give equal love to all of my Pokemon. Like, you have to pick favorites.
Yeah.
You know, and so I definitely get into the lore of loving your Pokemon and giving them, you know, the attention that they need.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm only gonna give something attention if I'm actually gonna be using it in battle. You
Yeah.
know, and I actually I'm really cozy with a team. The only thing that makes me uncomfortable about teams, I have at least one, my fire person, because I haven't gotten a female Salandit yet to level up to a Salazzle.
Yeah.
Gave that the old. That was definitely one flight. Like that was like Montana. I was in Bosman, Montana, by the way.
Ooh,
Bosman. Bozeman, Bosman, Montana.
Cool.
So flying out of Bozeman, Montana to Chicago is just like
That whole time, no females?
Get that female, yeah.
Wow.
Because they're tough to catch. Period. Like I had a couple just like run away from me. So I was like,
Someone in the
gotta
comments-
do. So I gave that Firestone to Sophie.
Someone in the comments suggested, we'll get to that, quick balls. And
Yeah,
I found
quick balls
them
are great.
incredibly effective.
Yeah.
Basically 20 and below, you're going to catch that Pokemon with a quick ball.
I have noticed that too. Yeah.
It's a little dirty, but yeah, I'll use it.
I haven't. I'm. Like, if I was a super nerd, like if this game came out and I was like, 15 or something, and like really had a ton of time, I would be crazy about having them be different colors. Like I'd really solidify like what my team is. Then I would go back and recapture everybody, but have them in different balls. So when you could see them, like when you go to turn them in, like at the center, and like boop boop boop, they all line up. It's like I hate it when like there's like 5 red ones and a black one. Like I want them all to be different and kind of like indicative of what they are. And
because normally that doesn't matter at all, but
Yeah.
when you take them to the Pokemon Center, I'm really proud of my ball diversity actually. Some of them are dive balls, some of them are heal balls, some of them are premier balls, so there's some cool stuff in there.
It just occurred to me, Kyle, that even though we have traded and fought together in multiplayer, I have not seen your balls. Like I haven't seen really you going into the center and showing those off. So I'd like to take a gander at those if I could.
Don't do that.
Before our play session is over.
But when we are battling each other, when they pop out of the ball, it does.
Oh, right. I can see the animation in combat, right? And if we trade, obviously, like if you send me a cool dude. So I was like, oh, premier ball. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I like talking to somebody of a particular type, like having somebody that likes water Pokemon. It's like, here's some dive balls. Like, oh, thanks. I got 10 from you. And
I do like that, yeah.
So yeah, I like that trend. And then these were all the crazy new people that I was
Okay.
happy to get.
Here we go.
I got a bag on.
Sure.
A baggin' or a...
Ooh, it might be baggin' because it is a dragon.
Right.
I always said bag on, but it might just be baggin'. Weird.
Bilbo baggin'.
Yeah. So he's not officially new, but if he's new to Jones, is he in the party?
He's not in the party.
Okay.
I don't think any of these people are in the party. There's one that I wanted to put in the party. I can maybe jump to that one, but I named it Kelly. I have no idea why. Carbink, which I named Gem, probably my least exciting name, but I didn't have...
Is it with Gem with a J?
I got... I should have. I should have done with the J, yeah. That was a fail.
Take note of that. Okay.
Take note, I failed there. I got a Cottony, which again, I gave a weird name, Absorbo.
Oh, that's a good name.
But it's a Cottony.
I assume in its description in the Pokédex it said something about absorption.
It was a cotton, yeah, so it like soaks up
Absorbo.
something. I don't know if that was an actual ability or just kind of like a lifestyle thing.
You're getting creative with these, Jones. I like Absorbo.
There's some good ones coming up. I finally got Crabrawler. Man, I tried a couple times because I got really confused on the map. I'm like, it looks like that skull thing is on top of that tree. But there's nothing in that tree. And I was like, oh, it's in a batch of berries, isn't it? I gotta wait. For players at home with the capture, every time I boot the game up, it defaults to midnight. And so I have to manually change the clock. And so that messes some things up. And I think that might mess up berry regeneration. So for a while, I wasn't getting those back. It does. And then finally, when I was like on vacation, I played over a couple of days. And the berries came back. The sun came out and they grew the berries. And I got that damn Crabrawler. Named it Tyson.
I like Crabrawler.
After Iron Mike.
Ben hates him, by the way.
Hates Crabrawler?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Crabrawler doesn't have an evolution, right?
It does have an evolution.
Oh, okay. I guess I haven't seen the evolved Crabrawler.
Well, I mean, it's something for a later episode. I love this evolution.
All right. I got I like these names. I got a Drifloon finally.
Yep.
Had no idea what to name it. Amanda came up with Shelium because it was a female Drifloon.
Ooh, Shelium.
I like Shelium. I'm 5 years old. This name makes me laugh. I've got a Finian. I named it Nathan.
Oh, hey man, that's good. I hate that Pokemon, but it's not new. It's just a filler fish Pokemon to me.
And that was a question of mine. Are they doubling down on fish in Alola? Are they going out of control a little bit with the fish?
Because I mean, even in Ruby and Sapphire, they just added a bunch of fish.
Okay.
They keep doing it, Jones. I don't get it.
Well, not necessarily the adding of the fish, but it's just like now that we're here on Alola with water everywhere and Lapras, just no,
all the
even
games.
inside of caves, I can get on Lapras and swim around certain areas. Got that Miltank that I missed before, named it Bessie.
Great.
Got a Minior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that thing weird?
Yeah, I named it Dusty because specifically after Dusty Bottoms, Steve Martin's character in Three Amigos.
So this was weird. When I caught it, it was a shell. This is a new Pokemon, by the way.
There we go.
And when I saw the Pokédex entry, it was out of its shell. It was like a little glowing ball of light.
I didn't get the ball of light. Yeah, I got the shell thing. I didn't even
too.
notice that was a shell. Okay.
It's such a weird Pokemon and doesn't
crazy.
evolve, and it's just that thing.
Oh,
I
weird.
didn't spend a lot of time with it. They self-destruct in battle, which is just not worth playing around with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Geodude does that too, right?
Yeah.
Got a Misdreavus, which I had seen before, which I named Peeves after the Hogwarts ghost.
Ooh, good name.
And Misdreavus is cool. I wish Misdreavus was in my party, but Ghost, haven't really found a need for Ghost moves. Like,
Sure.
Against you or really against the game. Like,
They're
that
just
hasn't
cool.
Yeah, that's like the problem.
Well,
so
one thing I
Misdreavus
like-
was hanging around my party for a while, but
One thing I like about Ghost is that normal type moves can't affect them, and they can't affect normal types with their Ghost type moves.
and normal's like a good balance, right? Like it never hurts to have a Pokemon that have like at least one normal move because you never know.
Yeah. I only like them to have a normal move if they are a normal type.
Oh, okay.
For that stab. Same type attack bonus.
Oh, right. Got to get that stab.
Yeah.
I got a Pancham. Pancham.
Pancham, well, you even recognized him. Yeah,
Right?
so he's from another game. He's got a cool evolution. Have you seen it?
But it's I have not seen Pancham.
Okay.
But he's a panda. I named him Amanda. My first Pokemon I've named after my wife.
You said I named him Amanda.
I think it's a female.
Oh, okay.
Pancham. And but Amanda's one of her nicknames when she was a kid was Amanda Panda, and she hated it. So I try to put that in there whenever I can. I got a Phantump. Yeah.
I love Phantom.
Phantom's cool. Phantom came out of nowhere. I had not seen any trainer with it. The first one I saw just popped out in the wild. I grabbed the first one I saw, and I don't think I've seen it since.
So I thought you would like this kind of Pokemon. It's like a very Halloween-y Pokemon.
Named it Jason.
Nice. Really cool. Didn't make it in the party, though, because you're against ghost types.
You didn't make it in the party, yeah.
Ghost Grass. It's such a cool typing.
I got the grass. I can't remember the name of not the Steenie, but Steenie's evolution. The next step up.
Ooh, yeah. It's
Steenie evolved all the way. I saw the final evolution of. I have a lot of fabulous women in my party.
I love
between like what Populo.
If you have it full
Popplio
screen right
eventually
now,
turned out into. Yeah.
I love that Pokemon.
Sure, yeah. I'll say I can probably get a shot.
Because I was looking for same thing. I was like, who's going to be the grass Pokemon? And then that thing evolved. And I'm like, oh, this.
I think that was another thing too that it evolved quickly, and I like for some reason that speaks to me. There's a lot going on there emotionally when a Pokemon right away is like, let's do this. I'm ready.
And
that's why I kept Butterfree around for so long. Probably.
Jones, there are Pokemon that are like weirdly like sexual, like low punny.
Right.
To me, that one, and I can't remember its name. It's obviously it's full screen right now. That one is like this comedic sexual that I'm all in for. Like it's all legs.
It's like Bayonetta kind of.
Yeah, it is. It's like Bayonetta.
Well, it's like the legs are like heels too.
Yeah.
Like I definitely get a vibe that. Yeah.
And normally like grass types aren't about attack. They're not about offense, but it's just got that move called Trop Kick.
Yeah.
There's just like I'm a grass Pokemon who's kicking you.
What's the Razor Leaf? Is that?
Razor Leaf sucks.
You like Razor Leaf? I don't like it.
All right.
Just because it is an aggressive looking move. Like
Sure. It's all about Trop Kick though. You don't need anything
No, I
else.
definitely have Trop Kick.
Yeah.
I got a Rock Ruff, figured out where that was.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And you had mentioned before, actually, full disclosure from last episode, you're like, isn't it great when you discover stuff? Like there's that cave right by, what's his name's house? Right by Kukui's house?
Yeah.
Great. And I was like, sure. And I went back like, oh, I totally missed this place.
Yeah.
And that was another thing, like now that I had Lapras, now that I had the first thing that went smashing through everybody. What was that?
Tauros.
Yeah, they had the Tauros charge and hadn't gone back and knocked down some rocks and checked out some stuff I hadn't before. Got the Roggenrola that was in there. And that's actually kind of a frustration is sometimes when you look in the Pokédex, they'll be like, oh, it's in this cave. And it's like, well, there's 3 levels to that cave. So how do I know if I haven't caught it, if I'm on the wrong level or something, or if it's only in this one patch in the corner? I don't know that. It's kind of weird that they take maps away in dungeons. Seems kind of like an old school.
Oh, and when you walk in, it still shows you at the entrance,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that's tough.
Or maybe you could like buy that from somebody or map it yourself. Or it's just kind of weird that you have no idea where the hell you are going into those. Grabbed the Roggenrola, named it Elvis. And I've seen what Roggenrola, I believe, levels up to. We can get to that later.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. No,
Okay.
I haven't. There's another rock Pokemon that has similar color to that, so I thought it would have. Got a Sandygast. It's a crazy looking beach Pokemon.
I'm so jealous you found a Sandygast.
Oh!
Because I know where you found it. You found it on the beach. It's like one of those
By
things.
the resort,
right?
yeah.
I did that all day, and it was Staryu, 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 like 10 Staryus in a row. And I'm like, wow, I guess
got a
this is
Staryu
really
there too,
Staryu.
yeah.
And it wasn't until, never mind, but I saw one, and I'm like, come on, where was that? And so I had to like check the Pokédex, to find out where that was. I'm so jealous you found one.
Did you get one though?
Eventually I did. I
Oh,
have
I was
one
gonna
now.
say because we can maybe trade that later.
And that didn't make it into your party? Ghost Ground?
No, I do have a ground though.
Okay.
I did actually know that I needed a ground, and so
Okay. Ghost Ground is so cool. What a cool typing.
that is pretty cool actually. Does that evolve or is that just him?
It evolves,
All right.
Jones.
Named it Flint after Flint Marco, I think is his name, the Sandman from Spider-Man.
Nice.
Skarmory. Whoa. Metal bird.
I hate
Craziness.
Skarmory. I hate that
just an
Pokemon.
aggressive, crazy looking Pokemon.
Look at its face.
I can't.
Well, they are.
Right?
I just hate its
You
face.
look at that crap.
I hate its body. I hate its wings. There's nothing I like about Skarmory.
Named it Starscream. Got a Snorunt.
Starscream?
No, Starscream.
Oh.
I should have named it Starscream.
Starscream is really funny.
Starscream's way better. I'll
right.
catch another one, rename it.
Sure.
Snorunt.
Yeah.
Another crazy, kind of remind me of Sandygast a little bit, actually. Just the
He's like a
looks like a
teepee.
little traffic cone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. psh.
Old.
Named it TP. Got a Spinda. Spindas are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bumped into some people that were like obsessed about Spindas later on.
Well, they were trying to tell you something cool about Spinda is they have unique patterns. Oh my goodness. Somebody needs a water. They have unique spotted patterns.
Okay.
So if I caught a Spinda and you caught a Spinda, it's very likely they'll have different patterns on them.
Oh.
And that's very
cool.
unique. Like
Oh,
most
that's
Pokemon
cool.
don't have anything like that.
Named it Lush because it looked like it had a little bit. It was a little tight. I got a Surskit, which was really cool. I think Surskit was one of the first things that I found going back to an area not expecting to have new Pokemon. It was like that with the girl with the bubbles, that like tiered little like waterway when we first got Lapras. Went back and grabbed that there. Named that Quan after Michelle Quan because it was
Because it
said that
dances on water?
It skates on the water.
Sure.
And I grabbed a Trubbish, which I named Grouch, which I thought was fun. Does that evolve into anything?
It definitely evolves
Oh, wow,
into
crazy.
Michael Huber's favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
It
right?
Trubbish evolves into that, yeah.
So not a lot of new ones again in there. Like
No.
yeah, Minior you said was new.
Yep.
Bagon wasn't new. Was Minior the only new one on there?
No.
Roggenrola?
Yeah.
Sandygast. Sandygast was new, right?
Sandygast all new, and you got your Rockruff.
Right.
I mean, I see the list. They gave me a hard time too last time for not announcing each new one as we went through it.
Well, there you go.
Crabrawler's new.
Oh, Crabrawler's new,
Crabrawler's great and new.
and great.
No matter what Ben says. But that is it. Yeah, a lot of oldies you got there.
Yeah, so there was a lot of repetition, which actually I enjoy in these Pokemon games. I don't mind that. Just like
Repetition?
running around grass. If anything, it'd be nice if like for each new area, if they're like, oh yeah, you can find those in these 4 patches over here. It's like, I'd rather have 3 patches and have one of those be a big one than have like a bunch of little tiny patches. Like, if I'm literally just going to be running in a circle around this patch over and over and over again, it's like, make these a little bit bigger.
I like the variety.
Right, yeah. I'm just saying, like, to have one that's like a swimming pool size.
So actually,
you know,
one thing
like-
this game does that I like a lot is there'll be somebody who says, can you find this Pokemon for me? I'll give you some money. But that also tells you, hey, keep digging through that grass. That Pokemon is there. That 10% chance of getting it's there.
Right.
And so you don't need the guide. And so I found a lot of Pokemon through that, of just hearing like, hey, there's that Pokemon up in there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go back to that grass. Like Route 8, right? The little, I'm surprised you don't have it yet, the teddy bear. They're like, hey, can you get that teddy bear thing?
Oh, I missed the teddy bear talk.
Yeah. I forget its name.
Teddy bear.
All right. Progress forward. I'm going to tell you what that teddy bear's name is.
Okay, I'm gonna go through my progress. I don't really have a lot of gameplay stuff to talk about because I really rushed through the story. Maybe now that Kyle is wrapped up with the game, if I can get through the rest of it, we can focus more on gameplay stuff in the future. But
it's still gonna be like 2 more weeks before you get through the rest of it.
I know, dude. I'm trying to put as much time into it as I possibly can. I head up Route 5. I do Mallow's trial. I'm running around. I'm searching with Stoutland. She's got 4 items for me.
Oh, I love this challenge.
I'm in the jungle.
She's like, I need the recipe. I have a recipe. I need to make something.
Yes.
I love this.
And then you get the recipe together and you smash all the stuff.
Oh, Stuffle is the thing's name.
Stuffle is the okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry to distract you. So I love this. I love the part where there's a big mushroom and a little mushroom. It's like, which one do you want? You actually have to pay
that's right. You have
attention.
to remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that the smashing was kind of weird. She seemed like she was really excited about smashing all the ingredients together.
What's funny, before this point even, through this challenge, I saw the evolution of the little mushroom creature into the big mushroom creature.
Whoa.
And I said, oh, you're out of the party. And I saw the evolution of Fomantis into the thing it turns into.
Which is a totem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the striped pants.
Yes.
And I said, you're out of the party. Before
get the striped pants out of this party.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see these Pokemon you evolved before you get them evolved, and you don't have to make that commitment anymore. It's like, oh, okay, you're gone. It was around this where I got my little Bouncy. What was the name of the little goober?
Bouncy's the name of the one I have, but
yeah.
I don't know the original.
Whatever it was, Bon. I can look it up immediately, so we should.
A Lurantis, actually, which is what I want to end up fighting now.
Lurantis, yeah.
Lana and Kiawe show up.
Bounce Sweet, Steenie, Serena. The thing's name is Serena.
Okay.
Wow. Leggy.
That you rejected.
Serena. No, Serena's in the party.
Serena's the good stuff.
Love Serena.
Love Serena. Hate Lurantis.
Yeah.
Really, none of the trials. There was one trial I did that really stood out. Just because I like that type of stuff, but that was later on. A lot of the trials, I was just kind of like, I gotta get through this game.
You didn't get the ape for me. You're supposed to get an ape for me in that jungle.
I saw the ape. I don't know where it is. I saw a trainer who has it.
You're supposed to get in that jungle, in that lush jungle.
Okay. I saw a trainer that had it.
You had 3 weeks to grind in the grass.
I knew it was an objective. I didn't know specifically where it was.
I had one thing I wanted from you, was that ape.
I have it on my to-do list. I will get it for you.
Okay, so do we skip? Did the totem fight?
Maybe while we're doing the group stream tonight. Sure. Well, other guys are checking out VR.
It's gonna be another flight. It's another 10%er.
Okay.
Was the fight hard for you, or is that
buy a plane ticket now?
Was that another one you just blasted through? Because this was supposed to be hard for you because your primary Pokemon is the water one.
Right.
And so naturally you got a weakness to all these guys. How'd it work out?
I think that worked out okay. I got the clips over there, but I didn't. I don't specifically remember that fight being very difficult. Again, a lot of these, all the trial stuff, I don't remember. I like a lot of times. The hardest parts for me are when I'm trying to catch something, because I'll have stuff in my party that's way over leveled, and so if something doesn't react to poison or sleep, and I've never fought it before, so I don't really know, or never captured it, so I don't really know what it's weak to. Those are the tricky parts. Those are fights where I'm kind of freaking out and really paying attention to what I'm doing.
Sure.
Whereas I generally just like to have one Pokemon have that kind of power level, of other Pokemon have that be, strong, have a relatively well-rounded party, and then I haven't.
It's crazy for me, Jones, because these fights are the most memorable for me, the totem fights. Fighting that Lurantis was nasty, and they bring in a little buddy.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I don't remember.
I'm on the verge of death at nearly all of the end of these.
But you're definitely, you're not stopping at a lot of parts to kind of take in, I specifically want to catch these types of Pokemon, or I'm going to power level guys up.
You wanting larger patches of grass is insane to me.
Right.
That's crazy.
I just want, preferably surrounding a rock, so you have an object to run around.
Sure.
Anything to turn it into an actual grind would just be great. If you just had a hallway, just one long, endless hallway that I could just run down.
Full of grass.
If there's some kind of
Have you ever used a repel?
Some kind of treadmill that I can go on.
In your Pokemon life, including Red.
Red, definitely. Yeah.
You used repels?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Not in Sun yet, though. Huh?
Not in Sun yet. No.
Okay.
I meet Kukui's wife, Burnett. Finally. Kukui's wife, they drop on us.
Wait, what do you mean finally?
That
was a surprise.
That he was married?
Yeah.
Because
Red is loft and is oh, this guy's clearly not married.
Yeah, I think there was a letter to him in his loft from her.
Whoa.
think there was like I think he alluded somehow that I don't know. I just for some reason I remember, like him maybe being hooking up with somebody, but she's got an important job. She's working in the research lab, and then she drops.
Oh man.
What I'm assuming is the story. Here we go. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, I got, your little star Pokemon is cute and all. You can't keep him in the bag, and then we got the I'm trying to think of the Pokemon from each island, the one that saves us on the bridge.
Yep.
Not the totems, but
they're all Tapus.
the super special.
They're guardians.
Right, the guardian Pokemon of
Yep.
each island.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe those turn bad, or there's some kind of like, maybe I'm like the avatar of Pokemon World, where like I need to like bring them at peace, and like not a lot going on with the skulls, and like, okay, here we go, the Ultra Wormhole.
Yes. The
Oh my
Ultra
God.
Wormhole. How weird is this all of a sudden?
I don't know how weird it is, because I don't know if this is, I don't know if like Pokemon fans are like, oh, the wormhole again.
It kind of is.
That
but-
wormhole concept.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's been around for a while, since like Platinum, basically.
It would seem to me that like this blank weird Pokemon that comes from this blank place we've never been to before is probably a theme, that runs through it.
But what I like about it is they're not called Pokemon. They're called Ultra Beasts.
For now, yeah. Which,
What do you mean for now?
They can't call them Pokemon? They're so sure they're not Pokemon?
They're Ultra Beasts, Jones.
They get
I thought that was cool. Because every other time it's like, this is a Pokemon. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's just like, oh, these are not Pokemon. Those are Ultra Beasts.
They just don't smell like Pokemon. Like they can just
Yeah.
tell right away.
You can't catch them with a Pokeball. They do know only 4 moves. They do have levels and HP, but they're not You're right. I guess that's a little weird.
I even, start seeing wormholes when I leave the building. I see one up in the
This
sky.
cutscene's crazy, right?
Before a house shows up. I'm like, whoa, what's that? Yeah. Then I go into Diglett's Tunnel, which was easier to find this time. I didn't go past it. I actually found Diglett's Tunnel. It seems like a Diglett's Tunnel because one was
is
in
that
red.
a Pokemon Red reference?
Yes.
Nice.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when I did that? Was fun. We all laughed. I imagine a Diglett's Tunnel is the thing that happens, like in nature. Like if you were to go out in the desert or go up in the mountains or something like that. I mean, and like I'm not joking. Like
I know.
because they like to dig,
I
and
didn't
so
even
it's
think
like
about that. That totally makes sense. A Diglett's Tunnel is just bound to happen.
yeah, it's like oh, you got one of those here too.
Yeah.
Diglett's Tunnel. Like oh yeah.
Have you seen a Doug Trio yet?
I think it dug. No, actually.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
Alolan
That was like a
Doug
totem
Trio
or
is very
something.
interesting. You would know if you saw one.
Oh wow. Okay. Meet some police officers. They seem pretty chill. Go to the Alola Police Department. Like they don't.
Nothing's going on.
Not a lot of stress.
But it's
in
cool
that
to see
place.
it. Oh yeah, they even say so. Like, things are pretty good here in Alola.
Get another there.
Yeah.
I find a gentleman with an Umbreon. They're definitely throwing a lot of the Eevee types out.
Sure.
I'm seeing a lot of different trainers with them just to kind of show, especially for somebody for me coming from Red. Fight a Madame who has a Comfy, which you almost traded me last week.
And then it didn't. I
was
kept
like
it.
that was like the lay looking
Yeah,
thing.
that was in the Lush Jungle too. That's another like 10%er.
I fish up a Chinchou, but I take him out accidentally. And I don't think I went back for that Chinchou.
Oh, and that's this guy he's got like 2 little bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I stomp into the Ruins of Life. Not much going on in there. I clearly need a Pokemon that can move large objects. I'm guessing it is going to be a Machamp that I'm gonna get. I can like ride a Machamp or something, or like
Why would you guess that?
because I've seen them like working in construction sites and stuff like that. Like they're in this world. Because I like they have done that before, where I've been introduced to Pokemon that will fulfill that purpose. Where like I'll go and I'll see somebody on a Stoutland that are just like, oh, my Stoutland's tired. And it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, I hope I get one of those.
Yeah.
And I went into the commercial district, and they're like, oh, I'm building this thing and moving around these heavy objects.
But
So
nobody's
it's a
riding
good thing I got
them.
my Machamp.
How would you possibly ride a Machamp?
I don't know. Like
Okay.
maybe sit on someone's shoulder, like
right.
like Baymax and Hero. A guy can dream, can he?
Sure.
Probably okay. So
You
doubtful.
want a fun Disneyland side story?
Sure.
So I was at the California Adventure,
Nice.
and they had this really cool thing where they do drawing lessons.
Yeah.
And I got in, and it was Baymax, and I was so disappointed.
So you wanted
'Cause it's,
something
like,
a little more
so
iconic,
easy
or-
to draw.
Oh, just Baymax. It's
And
just
the
circle
guy-
with the eyes.
Yeah.
Now connect the eyes. There you did it.
And
You
that was
go
basically
Baymax.
it. The guy comes in and says, well, you got a real easy one, I gotta admit. We're doing Baymax. And I mean, we did his body, but it's 5 shapes. It was such a bummer. I wanted to do like Jafar. I want a lesson on Jafar, but it was Baymax.
Oh, that's so funny. I'd love to see your Baymax.
I didn't keep it. I didn't keep that drawing. I didn't even take a picture of it.
Oh man. Oh, that's really good. That's better than anything I got here. That's
Okay.
that's the highlight of this entire
Disneyland side story.
video.
Yeah.
Kyle having Did you have a lot of people in your party? Was it just? Was
No,
it
there were
you
a lot
and-
of people. Yeah, there were a lot of people there.
No, but I mean, how many people were in the Kyle Bosman group?
Oh, only one other.
Just only one other person. Okay.
Yeah, and my Baymax was better.
Okay. I just imagine. I just wish it was the entire Bosman family, so they're all
Yeah,
comparing. Like, let me see yours, Kyle, and you're like, all
I
right.
don't think it's like it's good. I did a good Baymax, but I'm like, it sucks. You know, I'm not proud of it.
What if you look over and somebody had a real hard time
And
with a
honestly,
Baymax, and you're like, that was easy, and you look over and the guy's like,
I kind of believe
and you're like, oh.
the sick
Well, I
thing
mean,
is,
you know, not all of us are artists.
it gets sicker than that. I believe that my Baymax was better than the animators.
What would you at a percentile?
I feel like
what do
I
you
should have
think?
taught the class.
Out of like 30 people, were you
Yeah.
like in the top 5 Baymaxes?
I was in the top 5. I do believe that I was like kind of peeking around at other Baymaxes. Some other people were.
So you were upset but determined.
Yeah.
You have standards regardless of whether you're bored or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know. Whether I can ride it or on its shoulder or not, I need a Pokemon that can move big stuff. I go to Coni City.
Yeah.
Great introductions to these little cities. I would hesitate again to call them cities because it was like a street. But it's kind
was
of like,
watching your
it's kinda like the
capture.
Western Town. I was like, yeah, Western Town. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
Western Street. That was fun.
Yeah, Western Town sucks.
And like Farm Town. But
Yeah.
what were you saying about my capture?
Oh, I forgot that cutscene where the Delibird is like coming down the streets and things like that. That's a kind of cool presentation. I like
And
that.
great introduction to certain areas. Love the music. Get some new clothes. They got a line of Pikachus that are jumping up and down. I got a Picanium Z or a Picarium Z.
I've never used that yet, by the way.
I have not. Pikachu is not my electric Pokemon
right,
of
you need a
choice.
Pikachu who also knows Volt Tackle, I think, to use it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not bothering with that.
And I think by that point I already had Raichu, and it's like too late. I couldn't do it.
I meet Plumeria,
Plumeria.
who's a skull. She's got
Oh,
the
yeah,
skull
yeah,
with the pink
the
hair.
really cool
who
hair,
quote
yeah.
unquote keeps Team Skull together. Mm-hmm. Plumeria.
Yeah.
Lots of celebrities within the skull. Lots of planes flying overhead. I fight Kahuna Olivia, who's throwing out all sorts of crazy stuff. You have your Lycanroc, which you love.
Mm-hmm.
So she wraps it up with the Lycanroc, but first throws out a Nose Pass
Yeah.
and a Boldore.
I hated that nose
And
pass.
a Boldore is what I thought a Rock and Roll evolved
Oh, it
into.
does. It's the middle form.
Aha!
It's the Graveler.
So we were both right.
Yep.
I visit the Hano Grand Resort, which is a little more
Wait, was that another
resorty.
fight you just like cleaned up on?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
That was a hard fight, Jones.
Oh no, that was Rock, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I had my.
Just you kind of just
my
surf it through.
my Primarina.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that was definitely one that I've paid attention to. The adding the grass to the like anti-rock with water, and then anti like grass hurts water, right? Because grass can absorb the water.
Yeah.
Water can't hurt grass. You throw
Right.
water at grass, grass is like great.
It can hurt it. It would just not be effective.
It's just not effective.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hano Grand Resort, talks to people on the beach. I meet Faba inside and go straight to the Aether Paradise. I think it was like a 15-minute clip.
Oh, I
that
love
I
this.
captured. This was crazy. I go to like a whole other like like getting strong Jurassic Park vibes from this place.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we have all these floors. We regulate the Pokemon. We're totally in control of all these Pokemon. I was like, I am clearly going to have to fight evil versions of you that were taken over by some sentient Pokemon spore monster thing.
Well, here's a crazy thing. If you say no to Faba, he kind of like freaks out a little bit. So I said no. He's like, will you come with me to the Aether Foundation? And I said no. And he has an animation that's like, children. It's like the freakiest
Oh,
thing.
no.
And then you're like, okay, I'll go. There's a golf course attached to that hotel, just one hole. You can see
Right.
it on the map.
Yeah. How do you get there?
I've never been there, Jones.
Okay, cool. That makes me feel good. Great.
Even after all
You've
this
gotten credits.
post-game stuff,
No golf for you,
I've
Kyle.
never been to the golf course. Yeah, crazy.
Do you eventually go into the back of the resort where there's like two guys talking? You've never been back there?
No.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
Isn't that crazy?
Really go back there.
I feel like that's a thing they're saving for the sequel. Like in Stars, we'll be able to go on that golf course.
Oh, Pokemon Golf. I love that.
I'm
What's
feeling
funny, you
like-
say there's just one hole, but like there's 9. You get out there and it's like, oh, look at this lush course. You're like, wait a minute.
Oh, you're right. Kind of blow up the RPG style. Yeah, it's crazy though. I do want to say that at this point, I do feel like there's lots of things where it's like you're saving something for the sequel.
Well, it's a good thing you went to the Aether Foundation. Aether Paradise, excuse me.
Aether Paradise.
Because there's crazy stuff going on.
Okay,
At
even
Aether
more.
Paradise.
Yeah.
I meet Wick. Wick shows me around. I meet Lusamine, the president. And then the Ultra Portal, the Ultra Dimension, what is it?
Ultra Wormhole.
Ultra Wormhole?
Yeah.
Opens up
Yeah.
and spits out a jellyfish
Yeah.
that has no name.
Okay.
And I take it out. Well, you know what it's called now.
Yeah, I do.
So that's not just like a random thing like...
No, that's an Ultra Beast.
Well, I know it's an Ultra Beast, but that's a specific type of Ultra Beast.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So Stuff's getting real. So yeah, was that supposed to be a super tough battle?
That one
you-
actually
did you
wasn't
figure
for
out-
me.
Okay.
No, that one wasn't a tough fight for me. But
And then I head to Ula Island.
Ula?
Ula.
Have you ever seen Gullah Gullah Island?
Gullah, no.
Okay.
Is that from something else or is that from Pokemon?
That's a Nickelodeon show.
Oh. No.
Okay, forget about it.
I fight Hao again, who has a Leafeon now. Again, they're throwing all the different Eevees at me. And what I really like this, I fight Hao sometime earlier. Oh, I fight some Skulls in Diglett's Cave. Co-op with Hao, and he's got a Pikachu. And then I find him when I get to Ula Island, and it's a Raichu.
Yeah.
I love that.
How cool is that Raichu? I love that
uh,
Raichu.
He looks like surfing on his
Yeah.
tail now. And I like, having that progression with my buddy.
Yeah.
And like seeing his Pokemon evolve to, seeing him swap, a couple in and out. It'd be nice if he had more than 2 Pokemon. But anyway, I briefly check out Mally Garden, chat with Kukui. They're definitely running. They're going Kyle Bosman, running that joke into the ground with the mask. It's just like, can you give this to him? And you like give it to him, and he's like, well, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to give that back to the Royal when I see him. But you've beaten the game now, and I don't know if I could like read from your eyes, but like it would seem to me that like that actually is a different person. Like that's what they do. That's like the joke. That like they keep doing this joke again and again. It's like, he's the Royal, and then at the end, like he's not. Like they actually like
Jones.
You actually like get to the thing, and like he's there, and like he's in the costume, and you're like, oh, but then like the Royal comes out, and they're both there together, and he's like, you didn't think I was him, did you? And you're like, I did.
You're giving it too much credit. You're giving it too much credit. I like Mally City though. That's cool. So have you been all up in that park?
I did. I made the rounds, but I didn't try to catch anything there. I didn't really like get crazy with NPCs and stuff.
Jones, this traveling, by the way, from the second island to the third, that cutscene, I really like. I love the momentum of getting onto the third island. I think the third island is probably my favorite. I like just hopping onto this place. You're only halfway through your adventure, and you feel like this is really where things are going to become huge.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess
You just beat that jellyfish.
There's more than, I guess there's just the 4, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you could see the research center, the Aether Paradise.
Yeah.
On the map. Okay, yeah. So I am getting there.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through. I explore a bunch of new places I previously skipped with Lapras, but we kind of chatted about that before, and then I meet Samson Oak.
Oh yes, yes. How weird is Samson Oak?
Who's Samson Oak? Like, I know, is that Professor Oak? Is it like good old Oak? Or is that like another Oak?
It's his
like Oak's-
cousin.
It's his cousin, okay.
Yeah. Or brother, I forget. He is related.
Yeah, Samson Oak's crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird to keep bumping into him in different spots and having him just say one thing and then take off.
He's crazy about Alolan versions of Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost like he's like a ghost or something, because like he can't, like, it'll take me forever like to get to some part and then like he's right there and then I'll fly like on
And then it fades to black.
Charizard to go somewhere and he's also there too. I'm like,
Yeah.
how'd you get over there?
And it does a weird thing, like there's no walking away animation. It does
Yeah.
the fade to black and then why? Yeah. I think because of animation, but yeah. I love that character. He's so funny.
He is interesting and he pops up a lot. He definitely has a lot to say about the world, so.
I think honestly the reason for that character to exist is to stress the Alolan versions of Red and Blue Pokemon.
Have there been other Oaks?
No.
This is the first time,
Yeah.
again, to going from Red to this, and now I get the Oak sequel. Super Tan.
I think
the
it's
long hair.
Samuel Oak is the one from Red and Blue. So it's
they're
Samuel
both
and
Sams.
Samson. Yeah, they're both Sams even.
I meet Acerola. Acerola? Yeah. At the library. Hang out at the library. Read some, check some book out. Talk to some people. Get involved.
Check some book out.
Check some book out.
You don't check any books out.
I check books out while I'm in the library.
Yeah.
I examine them.
Is that where Check It Out started from? Like libraries? Hey man, check it out.
I think we're onto something, Kyle. I get involved with an intense father-son janitor rivalry.
Oh, I love this part. What a weird. This is so weird.
Intense.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because it's all like, like I try to keep clips like 6 to 8 minutes in length, and like this, I'm like, guys, I gotta end this. Like,
And he's like,
how much more do we have to do here?
You earned it. You lost the fight,
like
but you're good at the job.
It's like a fiasco episode with these two guys. Jeez.
You're so right.
Calm down, janitors.
That is how it ends, right? You beat
yeah.
his son, but he's so proud that the son was willing to fight you that you're good to be the janitor. I quit from this day forward.
whoa!
Yeah.
I was here for that moment.
Yeah.
And then they vanish, just like all the other important people.
I think they stick around, actually.
And then I think they go somewhere else, but
Yeah.
they move from that spot. I take the bus to Mount Hokulani.
Yes, John, this is progress,
Yeah,
man.
Kukui points across the way, shows me Lanakila, the tallest peak.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Loving a game when someone's like, oh, do you see that over there? Mm-hmm. That mountain, you can get to that.
You can go there.
So yeah, that got me all fired up. And I meet and fight Molayne, who throws out a Skarmory for the first time, even though I caught one later, and a Metang.
Oh yeah.
And what's good metal?
Fire's good against metal.
Fire's good. Okay, that makes sense to me.
And I think fighting
seems like
is
water
too.
would be good
I think
against
fighting
metal.
is good against metal as well.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
So fire against metal, and ground is good against electricity.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the two. Yeah, versus metal and versus electricity are the two that aren't like super sharp in my head.
Me too. At least it has that really cool thing where you're like selecting moves and it says effective now. I
Love that. Yeah. Live and die by that. And it's nice, like really finishing out the Pokédex now that like it's rare that stuff comes at me that I don't have some kind of frame of reference on. Tour the observatory, I can't talk in this episode, and Sophocles starts me on his trial.
I love Sophocles.
Where I have to identify sounds.
Yeah.
Name that tune. Mm-hmm. Love that. The Daniel Bloodworth trial.
Yeah.
And yeah, felt like gave myself a pat in the back for that one.
It's a cool trial, yeah.
Got them all done. It's nice too because I was like on a plane and I was like, oh damn.
What'd you do?
Got my headphones out.
Oh, cool. And the weird cutscene of the first person bug getting closer to you each time too.
Creepy. Collector Todd has the Passimian, which is the monkey that you need.
Oh,
so have you not seen this? So
no.
You know what the monkey looks like.
That's when I found out there was an alternate monkey.
Okay, it's when you bump
Up
into
until
Collector
that point,
Todd.
Jones, I thought that my monkey would evolve, my orangutan would evolve because it took up 2 slots. But it's much like Tauros and Miltank take up 1 slot in the Pokédex. These 2 apes do the same.
Okay, Passimian's cool. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Give me that Passimian.
Give me that Passimian. I meet the one and only Guzma.
Whoa. At the top of the mountain? That's where you meet him first?
I do not meet at the top of the mountain. I'm all, yeah.
You went back down.
Sophocles'
You went
trial.
back down to the park then, I guess.
Yeah, progressing.
Yeah. That's where you should meet Guzma. Yeah, absolutely.
Woo. So this is it. This guy's the head. This guy's the main, the Giovanni of Team Skull.
I don't want to draw that parallel, but yeah.
So yeah, I guess I should be scared of him. I'm scared of him. A lot of attitude. Don't like he's talking to Kukui, man. He's giving Kukui like a ton of attitude. I don't appreciate that. And Kukui stays calm in front of him, so I really respect Kukui for that. Hapu gives me the pager for the Mudsdale, and I run around a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Love that upgrade. I actually got at some point throughout this adventure, my Mudbray.
Oh yeah.
Evolved finally to Mudsdale, so
cool.
So that felt good. It's nice having those. It's kind of a bummer flying around Charizard, and I don't actually have a Charizard. It feels bad. Get to the geothermal power plant. Not a heck of a lot going on there. Just chat with some people.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like that place.
Scientist Jason has a Porygon, which I don't believe I had seen before. I think somebody mentioned in Pokemon Red that Porygon existed, but I don't think I ever saw one.
The only way to get it is a prize at the casino.
Crazy.
Yep.
At the casino. Oh, that's right. Yeah, in Red, which I never got around to. Never saved up that much. Gladion shows up, starts complaining about Cosmog. The plot thickens.
Yes.
So Gladion is kind of being thrown out with trash by Skull, but still wants to be a part of Skull, even though I actually kind of respect him more than some of the Skull idiots that I've fought against. So he is maybe thinking Cosmog's the way back in to Skull, that if he can get Cosmog, he can get the respect back, get the power. But clearly they don't know what's going on. They think they know what's going on with Cosmog, but that seems like bad news. Hal mentions the Elite Four, which I don't think anybody had mentioned up to that point.
Yeah.
It's the Elite Four back. So I'm curious if that was just a plot thing or if I'm going to fight them again. A preschool had an Elekid, which I hadn't fought yet.
That's a baby. Baby Electabuzz.
Okay, there we go. Elekid. I fight a trainer with a Phoebus, which is a sickly, sad-looking Pokemon, but still, hadn't seen that before.
Oh, yeah, it totally is.
It's a little emaciated fish.
Yeah, it's the Magikarp effect. It evolves into something sweet.
Fight another trainer with a Togedemaru.
Yeah.
Crazy. Never seen one of those before.
So each Pokemon game after Red and Blue has its version of Pikachu.
Okay.
Like there's a squirrel one named Pachirisu. Like for some reason with that particular, like this is our Pikachu, they never rename it from its Japanese version, which is why we got Togedemaru.
Crazy.
I love that thing. I think it's Steel Electric.
Wow.
I forget its type.
But just saw that from a trainer, and a Gabite from the same trainer, which I hadn't seen before. I do Acerola's Trail, which is basically Fatal Frame. So I go into this like market.
Yes. Oh, I love this trial.
And I got to hunt, and I feel bad I didn't get really good footage of it because this is the only time the game actually goes 3D, and in our capture unit it splits the image, so I would have had to like mess around with the scan converter a bunch to get the actual shots of me like scanning the ghosts and like
An
hunting them down.
abandoned grocery store.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
So I really like that, and I love like how up front they're like, okay, this one's gonna be about ghosts. It's sweet, and I was like, oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
like you're not just gonna send me in there and have stuff jump out at me. Like you're prepping me beforehand. Like time for the super awesome spooky ghost challenge.
Yeah.
Which was not super tough, but fun. I fight Plumeria again. She's got nothing I haven't seen before. What? Oh, a Mimikyu. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Mimikyu was cool. You spoiled that last week, so we can just brush right past that, can't we, Kyle?
I guess we can.
Because I had already seen a Mimikyu.
But I love that, Jones, that moment. You're in that room, the back room.
Yeah, and you turn around.
But you like look at the walls, and it's like a poster of Pikachu. Like, because the context behind Mimikyu is like it wants to be loved, and it knows Pikachu is loved. It's like very meta. It wants to be a Pikachu. And there's like posters of Pikachu and things like that in the room that it grows up in.
There's the doll that like it moves around the doll. Like.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that moment.
So it at least has the doll, so it knows proportionally like how big to be and like what to look like.
Yeah, and it shows up behind you.
It's
and then when
creepy.
you leave, she says, "There's no back room."
Yeah.
And you go back in, there is no back room.
Oh, really? I didn't go back in. That's creepy.
That's it, man. That room doesn't exist. Only that ghost realm. I love that.
That's creepy. Every game ever made needs a ghost level. I fight Plumeria again. She's got nothing I haven't seen before. I get the Sharpedo pager from Grimsley. Who's Grimsley? Have I met him before?
This is the guy in the Camino, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you'll meet a guy in a Camino.
Okay.
I never saw him again.
Grimsley?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't
Again,
like
Jones,
question mark guy.
Again,
Like,
I think
don't
they're planting
remember.
seeds for a sequel or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I got Sharpedo, so I'm bombing around Sharpedo.
Yep.
Stop by a couple beaches. Head to Ula Ula Meadow, but just kind of pop in this where it's like all the red flowers. It's really foggy. Didn't really do a heck of a lot there. Check out the Lake of the Moon. Nothing going on there. Just run around those ruins. And then I find Skull HQ and fight the people outside, but actually don't go in. I think like I went in and the guys were like,
Po-Town.
you're like, you can't get in here.
I love Po-Town.
And I was like, oh, I gotta find a sneaky way in. So I saw the sneaky way in and was like, I'll do that later. Like that was like my stopping point. I'm like, okay, I gained access to this area. And then saved it, and that is my progress.
That's some good progress, Jones.
So we have to prepare for our group stream that we are doing tonight because it is Tuesday. And then once we are done with group stream, we're gonna shoot the podcast. When we're done with the podcast, we're gonna sit back down. We're gonna hook up our capture units. Kyle brought his 3DS this time. I'm so proud of you.
For you watching, that will take 1 second, by the way. You don't have
instantaneously.
You don't have to watch us
now
do
you're
all
just
of
gonna
those
sit and
things.
do all of those things. But a Boldor, a Gabite, a Gumi, a Metang, a Nosepass, and a Togedemaru. Do you have any of those?
I got some of those.
Oh, maybe I'll trade for one of those.
Great.
Coming up later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Okay, we are back. We've done a group stream. We've done a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're ready.
I'm so ready, Jones.
We should trade first.
Okay.
Before we actually do a battle. Do you want to set up?
Yeah, let's do it. Link trade.
We're doing the quick link, though, right?
Jones. No.
Can't we do the quick link because we're so close?
Oh, you're right. We could just do that.
Yeah, quick link.
You're right. What am I doing here? I'm in the Festival Palace, whatever, you know. The Festival Plaza.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we don't need to anymore. Okay, hold on. All right, quick link. Let's do this. Okay, Jones has been found. By the way, do you have a new costume?
A new outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put some new clothes on. It's
Okay.
not drastically different. My shirt has like a tie on it now. Link trade.
Fancy. All right, so what do you need from me, Jones?
You're kicking it off with a Porygon there. I like what I'm seeing there.
You can't have my Porygon.
Woo, they got a giant whale.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't show you most of these.
Oh, and you got the, yeah, these are spoilers.
Yeah, these are all spoilers. You want that Togedemaru, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the one with the long name.
Alright.
If that's tricky, you don't have to give me that. This can be tough to go back and catch.
That's like a 10%er.
Okay, well then.
Like, what do you need?
I only comment on stuff that I see trainers throw out.
Here we go. This guy right here.
Okay.
He was
Rookie?
a fossil Pokemon.
Ooh, okay.
And I could only bring him to life. Oh, by the way, did you see the fossil guy? You must have at this point. He's got a trailer. And he says, I want to make a dinosaur-themed, fossil-themed Pokemon amusement park someday.
Is he in the RV park?
Yeah.
Where all the RVs... Okay, I just got there.
Oh, okay.
I talked to a couple people hanging outside of RVs, but I didn't really get in there.
So I gave my fossil to him. No, sorry. He's on the second island, this guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I gave my fossil to him, and like, so he's... I got this guy out of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
which you've named Rookie.
Not sure why.
Is there anybody on my screen that's jumping out at you? Well, you saw all the ones that I mentioned before.
You know what?
There's my Fletchinder named Fletchinder.
I wouldn't mind Quan.
Yeah, I can go back and grab one of those. I remember exactly where I got him.
And I don't even have a Goldeen.
Boom.
I think Goldeen might be like exclusive to your game.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've seen one.
All right.
Yeah, give me that flounder right there.
This is our trade right here?
That's our trade right there. I get distracted looking at the big screen.
A bed for a fish.
I think of frequently the Switch version of the game as I play through this. I almost wish the rumor never happened because I keep thinking of what will be as opposed to what I have now.
I mean, any fish I'm ignoring because I got my starter water Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to...
They're all worthless. Bunch of worthless fish.
Rookie. Why Rookie?
I don't know, man.
It's
I
just-
really don't know.
Just starting out.
Yeah.
Early fossilized Pokemon.
All right, it's battle time though.
Arkans. Yeah, I think somebody threw an Arcan at me one time. Oh, and you can level up too, Arcan. Look at that.
Oh man, I wanted to share with you a really funny Pokédex entry. So we actually have different Pokédex entries.
Okay.
They write different entries for us depending on which version of the game we have. Isn't that crazy?
Do you want to read that one now? Can't you get into your Pokédex now?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
Ready? Golbat. Sometimes they drink so much blood they can't fly anymore. Then they fall to the ground and become food for other Pokemon. Golbat, this guy.
He's got a big mouth, you know. I guess
He drinks too
like,
much blood,
ah.
can't fly anymore, just falls to the ground, and then other Pokemon feast on it.
feast on his blood-filled sack.
I love that. I love that so much.
I guess I haven't I have a Zubat, but I have not evolved it, so... And I have never caught a Golbat. I think I've had some trainers throw him out, but...
I admit, I did the Jones trick of just catching the evolution for Golbat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing a lot now. Okay, quick link battle.
Yep, let's do it.
So, more than ever, I'm actually bringing in a party. I've thought about this.
Okay, great.
The catch is you throw a lot of new Pokemon at me, and so I just don't know... Like, people say, like, you know, have the chart, you know, type with you when you battle.
Oh, no
way. You know, one reason not to, I don't take this that seriously.
Yeah.
The other reason is... even if I had the type, it was like, oh, this is strong to electric. I don't know what the heck you just threw out, you know?
Right,
like
visually identify a Pokemon?
Especially
Like,
if you throw something out and it's flying, it's like, is that a bug? Is it grass? Is it flying? Is it, you know?
Checking the SD card.
Just here to have fun.
All right, so we're setting all to level 50. We're doing a single battle, normal rules. So, Jones, when we talked about the second island, we skipped one of my favorite Pokemon. And I'm going to show you that Pokemon in my party. He's not very good, but I hope you'll be able to appreciate him.
Okay.
Hey, we have an overlap. We have one overlapping Pokemon.
Nice.
We both got Serena.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let the battle begin. Okay. Alright.
Of all the Pokemon that could have been on both of our teams, I didn't see Serena coming. Okay, now you pick the order. Really, it only matters which one you pick first. Look how cool my guy looks.
What? With the hand signals? What are you doing? Can you pick that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. I didn't know what it looks like. What's funny is you pick it, and it doesn't tell you what it looks like until you see it right there. Oh, man, he looks so cool.
Oh, geez, what?
This thing, I'm so stoked about Toxapex.
Oh, geez. You love the spikes. Big, big, big fan of the spikes.
Love spikes. High horsepower. Ooh, what type of move is that?
That is ground.
Of course. So I wonder if they made that move just for this horse-like Pokemon. I think it's a new move.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good call. Kind of. I think you could have killed him. Alright. We're okay. Oh, he's a beefcake.
Oh, it's apparently poison going in. Oh, poison because...
Of these
the spikes,
toxic
yeah.
spikes. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Okay. So, Jones, that did more damage than I thought it did. So right now my gamble is Bravest faster than Gao?
Right.
That's the contest here. If he is, he lives. If he's not, he dies. Oh, it's tough. Tough call. I don't know. You look sleek. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking it.
It's kind of fun. Two of the starters and their final evolutions going at it. It's exciting to see.
Oh, you know I love that poison. Sophie. Okay, let's try it. Hang in there, okay.
Oh my. We're dancing. We're dancing. Communicating. Communicating.
Sorry, I haven't chosen what to do yet. Okay. Jones, this is intense. This is an intense battle. See, Sophie's faster too. That's gonna be super effective. Oh,
yeah,
so I
still
think
not.
it didn't do much damage because reversal works better if it goes second.
Ah, okay. Ooh, yeah, the ground is brutal. Bye, Sophie.
Georgina. Okay. Yeah, I got no chance against Georgina.
I named the Makuhita Georgina. I was gonna name it George or Foreman. So I kind of got a George Foreman vibe from it. And I believe George Foreman actually named all his kids like George II, Georgina. Just take him out?
Yeah!
Oh, but you got taken out too. You got the recoil.
Jones, why did Georgina go down so fast?
I don't know.
That was crazy. Alright, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite guys.
Okay.
So did you ever see a little Pokemon scurrying around in the dirt that was like too fast to catch up to?
Not too fast. I saw them like scurrying around. That's actually one thing getting the gameplay developments that I wanted to bring up and forgot to this time. It's like I love like Furo like flying out of trees and attacking you. I like stuff coming out of the grass. Mm-hmm. So specifically no, but I do remember this guy. I think one of the his name's Target. I think one of the bad guys that I fought had this guy.
Yeah.
I think when Kukui and I fought Guzma.
Yeah, Guzma's got this guy.
I think he had that guy.
So he starts off as a little worthless creature called Wimpod, who's very weak, has very bad stats and very bad moves, but then becomes that horrible cool beast. And like that's my my favorite thing a Pokemon could do is evolve from a little weakling into something really cool. Except on
you just want everyone to feel unwelcome, don't you, Kyle?
I do.
You just want them to come in and already regret even showing up.
So does your Serena, does she have spin kick? Or forget what it's called. Spin something? Does she have rapid spin?
I don't think so.
So rapid spin's a cool move for people who do what I do with the poison stuff. It clears out any stones or any spikes that are on the field. Oh no. I think Serena's down. Hang in there, Bonton. Okay, she's still alive. I think you still might be faster than she is, regardless.
Oh! Avoided the attack.
I think I avoided the attack because I didn't do one that would do damage.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I kind of just put out this Pokemon to die right now. Sadly.
Probably gonna hurt himself. Ah.
Oh, that's lucky. So basically, sometimes you don't want to let your opponent get that first hit.
Right.
So you just let the Pokemon die, which is what I'm doing right now.
Come on, Magnus, take him out. Take her out. Yes, get her. Get her.
Nice.
I took out 2 this time.
Yeah, 2's an improvement. I gotta figure something out, Jones. I actually don't have anything good against this guy. Jones, the rest of my team is weak against Magnus.
Watch, I'm gonna smack himself. He's gonna smack himself to death. Yep.
That's what I needed. It's frankly what I needed. This is my only way out.
Oh, but they're still super strong, man. Even if yours are like not effective, they do so much damage.
This guy's a beefcake. So here's what's funny.
Oh, why did I?
We'll see if it comes out.
That was dumb.
His ability, if his HP goes to less than 50%, he runs away
Okay.
from the battle. So when he was a little wimpy Wimpod, it made sense, and it's funny, it calls it a cowardly move. But at this point, they said it's a tactical move once he evolves.
Oof.
Oh, you hung in there. Oh, you dumb horse. Hang in there, target.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, that was not.
All right. Oh, and the poison.
Oh, and the
Jones.
poison's gonna take him out. Oh,
The
no,
poison
he's hurt.
Jones.
He's still hanging. Oh no, he's out.
Disarming voice. This guy's too beefed.
Yeah, I know. Oh, target gets health. Brutal. Target's like the Terminator, man.
Yeah, he's nasty. Nice.
Come on, survive. There you go. Ugh. Take a little damage there. Shake it off.
Jones, I think Target just came in, like the cleanup. The pinch hitter. Leaf Storm.
Got him into the yellow.
Oh, you did. So now check this out. He has no choice but to leave. Okay. Yeah, it sucks. Because, like, I would have had the kill there.
Yeah.
So that's the drawback. Like, he is a total beefcake. But you have to deal with that stupid issue.
Oh, she's in the red. She's beeping. Oh, boy. All right, True Beak, you smug ass. Have a paper cut, you punk. Got a critical, I know.
I really love True Beak.
All right, got two.
All right, yeah, good
Got
match,
none,
Jones.
and then one, and then two.
It's going to be 3 next time, and then a whole
Don't
victory.
say that.
Yeah. So as you progress through the game and do certain accomplishments, you unlock new poses for your wins. That one in particular is called Smug. So that's for some reason that's the Pokemon interpretation of Smug.
Which you selected immediately, no
yeah,
going back.
no question. Yeah, so I was like really excited to do this to see like what Smug looks like.
Well, every time I get together with you, Kyle, I see up close and personal what Smug looks like. What?
I have one last piece of homework for you to do.
Okay.
So, if you hit the X button,
Yeah.
I need you to go to the right
Okay.
and look at Pokepelago.
I have not done this specifically because I wanted to
Okay.
get like footage of it.
You need to, you absolutely have to check out that Pokepelago.
Okay.
Not now necessarily, but you know, homework time.
Well, here you go. You're looking at what you're looking at right now, folks. Is capture that will be in the review for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokepelago. These uninhabited islands exist solely for the delight of Pokemon.
It's
What's up, Mon?
Yeah.
Hey, Mon.
Oh, I think it's Moan. Yeah, he's a weird guy. So what's nice about Pokepelago, on top of all the benefits, is that you can pretend that your Pokemon in the PC are actually just having a good time.
Great.
And I just kind of pick up some beans. So you're not capturing the beans, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately. They are delicious and nutritious.
So this is how you get into beans.
Oh man, there's beans all over the place now.
Yeah. Oh, Jones, Pokepelago's crazy.
But I like last week, you're like, when I say the words, or the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
When I say Pokepelago, what does that mean to you?
And he said nothing.
Ah,
And I want to make sure at least by next episode we're on the same page with Pokepelago.
okay. We'll see how many pages we're on next episode. All right, I'll get back into this.
Okay.
Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, John,
Thank you,
so
everybody.
much.
Kind of an unconventional episode, a little bit
Yeah.
rushed because I did a lot of playing, but did not have time to do a ton of organization before the meeting. So ran through progress, shoved the first part of it right before we did some other shoots, including our group stream here on Tuesday and the Easy Allies podcast. But we're back, and hopefully we'll be back next week recording if I can get through a little bit this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think I have lots of big video projects. I got a couple reviews I got to cut, but nothing else I'm reviewing. So hopefully I can make time for that because time needs to be made. And not only that, but reminding you that we haven't reviewed this game. Easy Allies has not put an official score on Pokemon Sun or Moon. But we will be scoring that, and Kyle will be helping me produce a review that we will get to you as soon as humanly possible when we actually finish this game. And then maybe play a little bit more
Yes.
just because I love to lose. Thanks, Kyle.
Oh, thank you, Jones.
Thanks for watching, everybody.